Hi, thanks for tuning in to another Tips for Landlords and Property Managers video brought to you by fastevic.com Law Group. In today's episode, we'll cover how to select the right tenant for your rental property. Don't forget, the contents of this video shouldn't be considered legal advice. Please contact us if you have any questions. Selecting the right tenant for your rental property is very important. Taking this responsibility lightly can lead to mistakes which can lead to tenants not paying rent, cause issues with your other tenants, and can even lead to issues with police and evictions. We'll go over some areas you should consider during your screening process to make sure you select the right tenant. Tenant credit history. You want to make sure your tenant is mature enough financially to pay their rent. If the prospect you're considering to rent to has good credit, it typically means they'll pay their rent on time. They can take care of your rental property. They'll stay on top of other bills like gas, electricity, water, etc. You won't have many issues throughout the screening process. References. You should make it part of your screening process to take the time to really dig into the references your prospect provides. Who should you be trying to contact to get a good idea about your prospective tenant? Previous 3 landlords. The second and third references are guaranteed to be unbiased. The last landlord might be trying to get rid of this tenant and might say whatever you want to hear to unload them onto you. When calling employers, ask to talk to an immediate supervisor to get a good idea about punctuality, attitude, etc. Although they may oftentimes be biased, calling family and friends to get references can help too. Previous landlords. When asking for references, make sure you ask for at least 2 previous landlords' contact information. Again, as mentioned before, sometimes the previous landlord can be biased, especially if they are currently living there. Some good questions you can ask are: did they pay rent on time? Why did the tenant decide to move? Did the tenant follow the lease? How did the tenant interact with other tenants? Did the tenant provide proper notice before moving? Did they complain a lot? A stable tenant equals longer tenancies. If you're a good landlord, you'll get rewarded with longer tenancies if you rent to stable tenants. What does this mean? A stable tenant is someone who can hold a job for a long period of time and doesn't move too often. You shouldn't reject someone based on this alone, as you can use the interview to ask for more details if you're not too sure. 3 is a crowd. It's a good idea to allow 2 occupants per bedroom. Example, if you're renting a 2-bedroom apartment, you should consider only allowing 4 occupants to live there. The more occupants you allow to live in your rental property, the more wear and tear and possible damage you should consider. Important note, HUD doesn't specify the exact number of occupants allowed per bedroom for rental property, and you should always consider following non-discriminatory practices when advertising your rental property and screening your prospective tenants. There is a link in the description of this video with more information on the Federal Fair Housing Act, which is designed to help landlords avoid discrimination. If after following your foolproof screening process and you're still not 100% sure on offering a lease to the prospective tenant that meets all of your criteria, then go with your gut instinct. But going with your gut instinct from the get-go is never a good idea. How do you find your perfect tenant? Let us know about it in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you have found this information useful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.